Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. Man, I got a lot of people asking me, why is Trump being so wishy-washy? Oh, man, I feel for him. I feel for him right now. I really do. I've got a lot of sympathy for him because he is coming to terms with some stuff, and it cannot be easy. It cannot be easy for him. He's in a no-win situation of his own making right now. See, he can't really exercise a military response. The reason he can't is his own fault. He doesn't read his intelligence reports. He watches Fox News, and he gets his information at the same time as the American public. You know that old saying, what the American public doesn't know is what makes them the American public. This has been kind of cast as this crazy, spectacular, unprecedented event at this refinery. Except in August, they hit an oil field. In July, they hit an airport. In June, they hit an airport. In May, they hit a pipeline. Earlier in May, they took out a Patriot system. In January, a bunch of generals. In May of the previous, this goes on. But he didn't respond to any of those because they didn't make Fox News. He didn't even know they happened, more than likely. If he responds to this one after not responding to the others, what is it? It's war for oil. It's that simple. That puts him on a pretty bad footing to try to build a coalition around that. Then, when it comes to diplomacy, he's got a whole other issue. Contrary to the popular belief of many of his supporters, not all Muslims are the same. I'm willing to bet that the president was unaware of the geopolitical issues surrounding Iran and Saudi Arabia, one being a Sunni regional superpower and one being a Shia regional superpower. Now the Saudis, they've been kind of kept in check because of a long relationship with the U.S., arms sales, oil purchases. They're semi-friendly. Iran, well, they were a wild card for a while. Then they got better. If only there was some deal that was keeping them in check. There was, and he scrapped it. And now to return to the diplomatic table, well, kind of makes him look like Obama, doesn't it? Especially because he's going to have to get rid of the sanctions to even sit down. Man, that's got to be a tough pill to swallow for him. I mean, that's got to hurt deep down. And then the talking points that came out, well, Iran has to be held responsible because they supplied the weaponry, the technology. And I guarantee you, in that room, there was some regional analysts going, so we supplied the Saudis at the same time, and they did some pretty bad stuff with what we gave them. That may not be a good talking point to try to rally support, because if we go that route, well, our weapon supplies will be examined. So you can't go there either. The talking points are bad. He doesn't have options because geopolitics on this level in that region, it's a little bit more complicated than building a golf course. He's in a situation of his own making, and there's no easy way out of it. I mean, there is. But I don't know that his administration listens to weirdos. But hopefully there is some weirdo in that room right now going, you know, the real question is, with all of the arms deals that we've done with the Saudis, Why were they unable to protect their critical infrastructure? That's his way out. It's his only way out, really, is to basically blame the Saudis for it and point out that this is critical infrastructure. It was all telegraphed. They knew that these type of incidents were going to occur, and they didn't protect it. There's no reason American lives should be risked and wasted because they didn't fulfill their duties. That's his way out. Now, I don't know if he has any advisors that will tell him that. The people on his staff do not seem to be the sharpest. So as far as the other question of what's going to happen, I don't have a clue. I have no idea what they're going to do. No clue. But they don't have a lot of viable options that don't turn bad for them very, very quickly, either politically or militarily. It may just be just the reminder that the American public needs. Running the country and the largest war machine on the planet, it is probably a little different than being able to sell your brand. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.